Okay, so this video is going to be on building the fence again. So this one here, we end up pulling the wire and getting it strung up and hooked up. So this area here is almost ready to be able to put cows in. We have 2 more gates right here actually to put on and put grounding rods in and hook the chargers up. The way we hook the first end of the fence on is to use a wraparound insulator and then make a loop with it with just a regular piece of wire and crimp it into the hoop in through a spring. So with that spring on the other end, before we put it all together, we take it apart and run a ratchet through the other side of it and get all that strung up, and then we'll put how many ever wires on and have it ready. The next step that we do is to actually pull the wire. So we just grab a hold of it by hand and start pulling it off the spool and just walk the fence line with it. If you do have a lot of like kinks or curves in your fence, you'll probably end up needing 2 people to help pull it. So like this one, it's kind of straight up and along, and then it curves around the top of the hill, then does a 90-degree bend and comes down over the hill. So on that, we would pull it part way, and then the second person will grab a hold at that curve, at the beginning of that curve, and start pulling, and then we pulled it down over the hill down to the last piece. At the far end, when you get to the other end, we just take it and go into another wraparound insulator and just crimp the wire back to itself on that end. Then as you're walking back, we just grab a hold of the wire and put it into the plastic insulator, and then when you get back to the far end, you come back to the ratchet and hook the wire in and ratchet it tight. And on the springs, with these springs, they have a tension line, so you can actually tighten it down to the right tension. I don't remember what the rating on these springs were, but we just tighten it down to the line and leave it go at that then. Okay, so that's going to be it for today's video. I thank you for watching, like always. And if you have any comments or questions or anything like that, be sure to leave them in the comments area below.